So hi, I'm here to talk about my H in the Getting to Know Me A to Z. And it's H is for habits. And to illustrate the point, I decided that I would film whilst walking. And don't try this at home, children. Smoking a cigarette. This automatically renders this video unsuitable for under 18. But yeah, I thought that walking and smoking at the same time was a good illustrator of good and bad habits. I'll let you decide for yourself which is which. And how it's my intention to spend the next couple of months swapping some of the more negative ones with some of the more positive ones. And it occurred to me that part of the reason that I'd started the alphabet superset, excuse me, was to get the regularity into my creative efforts, and each failure to meet a deadline that passed stretched the deadlines further and further beyond the pace of the rest of the people participating. And I'm currently filming H while others are already on K. But I feel like it's much harder to create a good habit than it is to create a bad habit. And one of the habits that I've got into with regard to filming and streaming is to rely on the streams for footage for the film, for the videos, and it's created a bottleneck which I'm hopefully clearing tonight by filming this part on video and then streaming something completely different either tonight or tomorrow, depending on how long it takes me to get home. But yeah, so one of my more successful habits in recent years was when I started to walk to or from my place of daytime occupation, and a combination of wait, I'm gonna have to stop a second. Right, where was I? Yeah, the habit of walking started out because of having too much back pain to travel by car with much frequency. And then that was the same year that we rescued a dog, and so I took the young puppy out for walks, which was the other motivation for getting out and walking around. And gradually, as my weight has increased, so too the level of exercise has gone down, and it's the vicious circle, you see. With no energy, you've got no desire to do any exercise, but without doing the exercise, you've got no energy, etc., etc. So one of the more negative habits that I've got back into is smoking cigarettes. But this is with a level of intention behind it, because I was using the vape pen with no sense of control over how much I was using it. And it occurred to me that with a packet of cigarettes, every time you open it, you can see how many you've had since the last time you got a packet. But with a vape pen, you just keep on sucking away until you run out of cartridges. So I think that quitting tobacco is easier for me than quitting the vape pen. So I'm using the tobacco first. Not only me, I think everybody does this, but me especially, I am prone to, in November and December, thinking, well, I'll start fixing stuff in January. Not like fixing like DIY, I mean like fixing life things like diet and stuff like that. I thought that making incremental changes over a couple of months, with the Christmas break in the middle of that, you don't have to eat like a pig the entire holiday season. You can eat like a pig on the feast meals and get more exercise and eat more fruit the rest of the time. And that's exactly what I intend to do, which is why I'm filming it right here, to make a visual record for Miss Hen. Remember, Vic, watch this back at the end of January and see if you did any of the things that you're talking about. So, new habits. Walk a lot more. Cut out vaping altogether and cut down tobacco to with the aim of quitting altogether in February. What else? Oh yeah, and obviously another habit, you see, is I was trying to use the Alphabet superset to create a habit of making a video every week, and I've let that slip by. So I want to get that back going, and I feel like the best way to do that is to not aim for one video a week, it's to aim for two, or one video and one stream per week. But yeah, the initial buzz of a habit of a video per week gradually started to turn into a negative habit of hiding under the desk. I was actually thinking of calling the H episode "Hiding Under the Desk." And then that becomes the new habit, you see, is turn on the PC, think about streaming, don't feel like doing it, and then playing Fortnite or something, just sitting there thinking, I could have been streaming this. And so I fell out of the habit of streaming frequently after making affiliate, because I thought I was doing myself a favour by getting rid of the schedule, but that actually meant that I had no motivation to stream at all then. And so I'm going to bring back a schedule, but it's going to be a light one. It's going to be Sundays, midnight Spanish time, because that seems to be the time that I can most frequently commit to actually streaming. And one of my excuses for not streaming is when I have a band practice, but if we practice on Sunday, it tends to be earlier in the afternoon, so I have time to chill out before setting up the stream. But the main thing that I realised that the habit that I fell out of over this last couple of weeks was having something to edit, because after finishing the editing of the G entry for Ghost, I hadn't filmed anything else in the interim to have anything to film, and I wanted to film this video of walking and talking, but because it rained all of last week, I had to take the dog with me to start the way out, and filming with an umbrella and a dog is not practical for persons with only 2 arm attachments. We're out in the wilds now, people. So yeah, I've got into a habit of hiding away and not filming and not streaming, and then feeling bad about not doing stuff. And the easiest way to stop feeling bad about something is to stop doing it. So my next habit has to be to include creative endeavours as a regular feature of my daily schedule, or certainly weekly schedule. And I think promising a once a week stream is not that big a commitment. But yeah, I think I've talked enough about H for habits. It was the idea that this could be the first video of a series about health that was really kind of stalling me, and I feel like I'm getting all these different ideas for side projects and other topics for trying to self-sabotage the Alphabet project, and I absolutely want to have a full playlist of A to Z by more or less the time that everybody else is finishing, even if I do end up picking up extra weeks of delay along the way. But yeah, so I'm going to try and chronicle my progress more as well, and that will be a topic for another video. But as far as the Alphabet project goes, I think H is for habits, and me making a promise that my new good habit will be streaming and making more videos with a more consistent frequency. So I'm going to sign off on this point and wish you all a great whatever you're doing.